Akshay Kumar is promoting his brand new movie Selfie about a famous person who gets into trouble over a selfie. Apparently, it's based on a South movie about Prithvi Shaw's life.
Yeah. Got it.
That's a joke.
Prithvi Shaw.
That identifies as a joke.
I saw a great meme on this Prithvi Shaw incident where it's like Prithvi Shaw वो मार रहा है किसी को, ठीक है, बैट से ऐसे मार रहा है बाहर के बाहर, और साइड में ऐसे सचिन तेंदुलकर बोल रहा है, you're not holding the bat right. Where's your helmet?
Would suddenly discover nepo babies, right? So they are been going on about nepo babies and stuff like that for like the recent year. And every time I'm like, are you guys this late to this? We've been like, this is the one time where Bollywood is way ahead of Hollywood. I mean, like, we figured this out long back. This is so I was
that nepotism is totally understandable. Like, you know, if you are a big star in like Bollywood cutthroat environment, obviously you want to help your kids. Like, that's something that, like, you know, every parent would do.
Yeah.
My problem is with the kids.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you're born into privilege. You can do whatever you want. You can do MBA and all, like, you know, all of that. But still, everybody wants to be an actor. Not even like, you know, we'll be a stunt director or we'll be a musician. No, actor. Actor ही बनना है. उसको poster पे अपना face ही चाहिए.
Yeah.
And so then the joke used to go like, you know, how, say, a Suraj Pancholi. Like, imagine his life. He grew up watching his dad Aditya Pancholi's movies. Still wants to become actor. Fucking you become editor. Like, you cut out these small scenes.
All right, welcome to episode 1 of 3 Drinks Later, a show I've been trying to do for 4 years. In that time, two of my favorite comedians, Mark Normand and Sam Morril, have started a show called We Might Be Drunk. So I want to say that they stole my idea, which they'd never heard of. And the way the show works is I bring a friend of mine or whoever, and we just talk and we get drunk and try to have 3 drinks in 1 hour, which is fairly ambitious. If you want to see from episode 3 onwards, if you want to see the live stream, we're going to be doing it, unlisted link on my Telegram. The QR code will pop up somewhere on screen. So you don't need to pay money, don't need to do anything. Just QR code, Telegram, and you'll get the live stream, and episodes will be coming out soon. And for shows, there's a lot of shows coming up. We'll discuss that at the end. Let's enjoy. My first guest of today is West Bengal's greatest export of all time, Mr. Anirban Dasgupta. Hi, good evening.
Hello,
Hi.
Saurabh.
So, okay, first question. What do you think of Ranbir Kapoor playing Sorabh Ganguly in a biopic? That's been announced.
Oh, no, I can't see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I know the only scene would work is the Lord's balcony one. That's the only scene that would work.
I think that was the audition.
You're like, अच्छा दिख रहा है. Yeah, but he'll have to, like, see, I mean, you know that scene's going to be there.
Yeah.
But it can't be him having abs. That would ruin the whole...
Yeah, it can't be. He has to be Saurav Ganguly's figure and physique. I think that's what Virat Kohli saw and was like, fitness.
Yeah, I think the inspiration was, but okay, like so I think right now Kapil Dev, like I like Kapil Dev saying all sorts of stuff about everybody. Like first he said it very playfully. He's like, I want to meet Rishabh Pant and slap him for driving like that and all that stuff. And I'm
you
like,
want to meet who?
Rishabh Pant.
Oh, yeah.
He said it playfully. He didn't say it like the way media channels chanted like Kapil Dev ne khulasa kiya ki unhone chanta mara. I'm like, no, that's not what he said. But and also he said something about how Rohit Sharma looks unfit on the field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, dude.
It totally does.
Chalo, let's do drink one. Let's do drink one. You are having old school, old monk and hot water.
Hot water. Yeah.
And I am pretending to be a fit guy. So I'm having lemon juice and gin with water. That's all I'm having in life.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm doing 2 episodes as we've discussed.
Oh, man.
So this is going to be exciting.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks for being the first guest. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're discussing a wonderful guy called Arjuna Ranatunga.
Yeah, I gotta show you this.
Yeah, it's it's a lot, man.
How is this?
It's a lot.
I can't believe this.
Dude, okay, so you know what? Andrew Flintoff, right? When he played cricket for England, he had a little bit of beer belly, right?
Yeah.
And then immediately after he became a boxer and he became super fit and stuff. And same thing happened to Shane Warne. Same thing happened to Arjuna Ranatunga. So what is the deal with that generation of cricketers who realized that, hey, we should get super fit after?
Yeah, I can't believe Arjuna Ranatunga is fittest in his 50s. In his athletic prime, World Cup winning captain. He was And this is like, I asked this question on the quiz group.
Yeah.
You identify, and everybody was like, Shah Rukh Khan's dad. Okay. And
Oh
you
my
can see
God,
it a
dude.
little bit.
Yeah. He looks. Yeah. You know what? Now that you mention it, looks like Shah Rukh's dad.
Yeah.
Like I think Shah Rukh's. Wasn't that the story that Shah Rukh, like in the partition, Shah Rukh's family came to this side, and I think there were two brothers. One set of brothers came to India, and another set of brothers came to Pakistan.
Really?
Yeah.
So Shah Rukh's uncles are in Pakistan.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the story. And then I think one of those guys was in the Pakistani army or something, like high up post and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, it's such a fascinating historical thing.
Right.
So maybe one of the brothers went to Sri Lanka. And Arjuna Ranatunga has not explored this one.
He's become a politician and all, Arjuna Ranatunga. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kumar Sangakkara is waiting in the wings.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
I think that is just that's the only post-retirement job available in Sri Lanka, politician. Because even I think Jayasuriya entered politics, Ranatunga. Yeah.
Yeah, Jayasuriya, I somebody told me some interesting stories about him which I can't repeat in public.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you after this camera stuff rolling.
Okay, done.
But Jayasuriya, I think when he was somebody told one guy told me the story where he's like, I think when the protest or whatever was happening at the president's palace. One of the people there was Jayasuriya.
He was protesting.
That's the story I heard. I don't know if it's verified or no.
Oh.
But that's a story I heard from somebody who said that that he was there.
Oh man, my earliest memory of Jayasuriya is that once he had come to inaugurate a Durga Puja pandal in Kolkata.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I think Ganguly got him or something. I don't know. But I was like, I need to go check out Jayasuriya. Not at Eden Gardens, but at this Durga Puja pandal.
So what did he do? How does he inaugurate it?
Nothing. I didn't go. I didn't go.
Dude, I was in Singapore, okay, and I'm walking the streets of Singapore, just strolling around, and I see this really fit guy with crutches, and I'm like, oh, holy shit, it's Jayasuriya. Because I think he had done such a number. All of these guys, like post-retirement and all, some of them, of course, become like Arjuna Ranatunga. I think Jayasuriya had done such a number on his legs and everything that he was like not being able to walk.
Oh.
And I think he had apparently come to Singapore for a surgery. So I ran across the road and I said, hey, Jayasuriya. And he's like, yes. I was like, big fan. He's like, okay. He just walked away like, let me
Any
go.
problem with running between wickets?
Dude, that guy was like, who do you think, who's the cricketer where, like, you're like from the opposition, obviously, who in your cricketing memories was like just the stuff of nightmares growing up?
Oh man, there's so many, and all of them are left-handers.
Yeah, Hayden,
Anwar, Andy Flower.
Andy Flower, yeah.
And he never stopped scoring. Jayasuriya.
Yeah.
These.
Did
Brian Lara, not so much.
Yeah, which is surprising, no?
Yeah. He did not. I think he must have had hundreds against India, but I don't remember. But Hayden and Andy Flower, they never got out.
Yeah, man. Andy Flower was, but also I think Flower's impact was one of those where India was like, हाँ ठीक है, इसके बाद जीत जाएंगे. With Hayden, you are like, इसके बाद भी और लोग हैं. But yeah, I remember Jayasuriya, dude. I think he was the stuff of nightmares for me.
Yeah, totally.
Because even in that semi-final of that World Cup, where I remember when Srinath got 2 wickets in that over.
1 for 2.
Yeah. And then Azhar basically got Kumble the next over because he had decided to get Kumble already. And then I think Azhar got so confused that they both had got out.
Yeah.
That he's like, let's try. And Arvinder De Silva, one of the greatest players, just rogered him. And I was like, how do you go from 1 for 2 to like 16 for 2 in the second over at that time?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Oh, that was a crazy match. I was in the stands in that match. And I couldn't believe it that like Jayasuriya and Kalu Thana, they were the stars of the World Cup, and he got both of them out in the first over. No way Sri Lanka is gonna win it.
Yeah.
And then what the hell happened?
That was. Were you there when the craziness started?
Yeah.
So what did you do when like people started burning stuff and everything?
So people started burning stuff. People started throwing bottles onto the ground, and I was very young. I was like 8 years old, and I was there with my mother. And my mom obviously sensed that this is going to be a riot. And Eden is known for riots. Like there's been riots from the 60s.
Yeah.
Like there's always protests and like trouble around. So my mom said that okay, we gotta just leave now. We'll watch the rest. Ghar pe aise bhi haar rahe. So I remember very clearly. So I started. My mom and I, we started to like exit, and just wo niche, like before you get down the stairs, you take one last look at the ground. And I remember Ashish Kapoor getting out. I remember very clearly. Ashish Kapoor getting, I think he skied a ball and I think inner circle में catch हो गया था mid wicket या कहीं पे. And I was like, okay. And then we left. And then things became really bad. I think Ashish Kapoor was the trigger.
it wasn't Sachin, it was Ashish Kapoor.
Yeah. After Sachin got out, we were like, okay, बहुत लोग हैं, ये सब है. But
the defining moment of Ashish Kapoor's career, aside from having that Manoj Prabhakar mustache and all.
Like Ashish Kapoor looked like a cast member in Sorabh. Yeah. You can just see it.
He looks like if Tarak Mehta was made like in North India. Like he would be the Sutradhar. And yeah, dude, every time I used to watch Tarak Mehta, I used to think this guy's name is not Tarak Mehta. I'm like, are you dumb? It's the narration.
Yeah.
But that's scary, man. As an 8-year-old, like I'm glad your mom had the intelligence to take you out at the right time.
Yeah, my mom has seen this before, I guess. I actually found a very interesting story. I read a book called Ground Rules. That's not in circulation now, but it's basically a compilation of test cricketers writing a love letter to their home ground, to their home stadium. It's a beautiful book. Sorabh Ganguly obviously wrote the essay on Eden Gardens. And he brought out a great insight. He was like, in the 60s, there was a big riot, India versus West Indies test match. I think that time Gary Sobers and all of them were in the team. And India must be losing or something. Or I think they overcrowded the stadium and there was no space. So it was the 4th day or something. And the crowd just did not allow the match to happen. And they stormed the stadium. They stormed, the dressing rooms and all. This is what I think happened. And then the West Indies players had to run for their lives across the Kolkata Maidan, which is just outside Eden Gardens is the Maidan, like ground after ground. There is East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and just empty, expanses of like greenery. They had to run through the Maidan for their lives.
Yeah.
And one of the people in that team who was running was Clive Lloyd. Okay, a young Clive Lloyd, who was the match referee in the 96 World Cup semi-final, who abandoned the match. He was like, no, not again. Not again. Ranatunga can't even run. So I need to forfeit this.
That would have been a terrible scenario. And also a very bad look. Where, But I mean, if you were to trust, I think the West Indies players would probably have been able to deal with
I think they outran the entire Kolkata.
Dude, even if the Calcutta crowd, if 8 of them came to Malcolm Marshall, I think he would take them. Imagine he's just lifting up 8 bodies flying. It's like the Royal Rumble featuring West Indies wrestlers.
And this is just imagine this side of I don't think Marshall was there, but Sobers and Clive Lloyd, all these athletic, tall, handsome men running, and there's Bengalis running in dhotis behind. That's a beautiful sight.
One of them trips. I had an experience recently. I went to see a match at Wankhede, man. It was such a bad experience. It was one of the worst experiences. So I took my son along, 7-year-old son. And they had... earlier what used to happen at Wankhede was... Have you seen a match at Wankhede?
No, I haven't.
So they used to have 5 entry points.
I'll tell you a story after this.
I think both of us are crazy. Cricket stories are endless, right? So they have 5 entries usually. These guys decided that ticket sales are less. We'll have only 1 entry. Okay, and there's a second entry which is reserved for the other stand, which is barely 8 minutes to get inside.
Yeah.
Dude, I reached at, I think the match was at 7:30, I don't remember, 6:15. I'm like, this is good enough time. The line is, I'm not exaggerating, probably 2 kilometers long.
Oh my God.
So we walk that far and I'm like, forget it. I take my son. I'm like, I'm trying to convince my son because my son loves cricket. I'm like, hey, have you ever tried, what is Coca-Cola with ice cream? Coke float. So he's like, Papa, I want to go. I'm like, Coke float? So I'm like distracting with the Coke float. And I reached that place, which is there. And there's 18 other people who also decided this is pointless. Dude, we reached the place. The match has already started, 2 overs down. Somehow we get in. I'm like, hey, this is chilled out. There is a place to enter which is about as big as the stage. That's the lane. Okay, now imagine 5,000 people trying to enter with a lane that big. There's no proper lighting anywhere. There are potholes on the road. There's wires just exposed. Trees are hanging. This side there's wires. I'm with a child and there's another person with a child. And my full Delhi came out. It was my son, so I didn't use any bad language. I said, excuse me, sir, can you please move? And we almost I was literally waiting. I'm like, this is a situation where it requires one trigger and you're screwed. Right, anyway, we somehow get inside. Match was great. Inside, Wankhede is probably one of the best grounds to watch cricket. Match gets done, and I know now there's 25,000 people probably in this area. right?
Wanting to get out.
No, everybody wants to chill. I don't know why. I know the police is working very hard and all. They start doing the whistles where they're like, everybody leave right this very second. I'm like, no, there's a crazy crowd outside. Can you wait? And then on the way out, it was even worse, man. It was like horrible. Like I literally, and you can't even like say, let's wait. There's no place to wait. They're shooing you off. It was scary as shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I put out a couple of stories on Instagram and all. And
I think I saw that.
It was very like I was genuinely scared, and I'm like, this is literally you're probably the richest. Like forget like sporting body. You're probably one of the richest bodies.
Yeah.
And this is like, I mean, you can't arrange like a proper entry and exit for. And then I discussed this with Australian journalists, and this is the same everywhere. Well, all these sports bodies just treat their fans like they're like, who gives a shit about you?
But this was an India match.
Yeah. India versus was it? Who was the match? Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka.
But I think it doesn't happen in the IPL. That's much better organized.
IPL is way better organized.
Yeah,
way better organized. Yeah. I've seen matches at Wankhede. It was great.
Yeah.
What is your Wankhede story?
Oh man. So where were you in the 2011 World Cup final at Wankhede?
I wasn't there. I didn't.
But
go.
you were in Bombay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
So
I had a ticket to the final, which was just impossible to get. So I had a ticket probably that was worth like 2 lakhs.
Holy shit.
But I had one ticket. Okay. And I gave it to my girlfriend. And because, it was early stages. And I was like, okay, this will like, I can probably eat off it for the rest of my life. And this is the biggest match in history. India's going to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
I had a ticket and I gave it to my girlfriend and I dropped her at the stadium. The atmosphere was insane. I could hear the chants from inside. I've never been to Wankhede.
Yeah.
I've just been till the gate of Wankhede till I was allowed. And then my girlfriend went in and she watched 10 overs and she came out.
What?
And that's it.
What? What happened to this girlfriend?
No, she's my wife now.
This is your wife you're talking about?
Yeah.
So despite that, you stuck.
No, she came out because she's like, tere bina maza nahi aa raha hai.
Oh no.
And this is the World Cup final. I remember when we were walking to the gates, I could hear people like, sell tickets at like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. This is the World Cup final.
Holy
Dhoni's going to
shit.
lift the cup. And I got like a free ticket. Okay. And then we watched it at a CCD.
Out of all places, let's go to the Cafe Coffee Day. On a small screen, which is delayed and it's jittering and shit.
Oh man.
No, but okay. Her reason for leaving. Is your wife a big cricket fan?
She's not that big.
Yeah.
Not that, but she follows the game, but no, she's not a big fan.
Yeah, but I like her explanation for leaving.
Yeah.
She's like, tere bina maza nahi aa raha. Now that's a very sweet thing to say, even though she cost you potentially 1,80,000.
Yeah.
I'm reducing the basis per over. Like 2 lakhs means it's a 100 over match. So every over is worth like what 2,000 rupees.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I have like often like when we fight and all, I often think, yaar, main hi chala jata. Dhoni finishes off in style. वो देखने को मिलता है. इधर CCD में देख रहे हैं ऐसे गंदा कॉफी पीते.
पर CCD में कैसा vibe था?
अच्छा था. Full party. It was full party.
Equal to Wankhede, I'm sure. People are throwing frappes on each other. They're like, this is the best. That's a great story. But I'm sure there's a temptation where you think, यार बेच ही देते हैं यार.
हाँ वो भी था. It was a lot of money यार. उस time पे I was like I was just out of college, 1 year out of college.
Yeah.
And उस दिन सुबह I flew from Kolkata, went to Taj Lands and got my ticket. Like I got it from a very connected person. And he was like, I had asked for 2 and I went to his hotel room and he was in his gown and he just opened and he said, sorry, I got 1. And I was like, that's good enough. Like, even this 1 is actually not deserved. थोड़ा nepotism करके ले लिया मैं. 1 is fine. And I actually kept this a secret. I didn't tell any of my friends because they would get mad at me. What the fuck? Why didn't you go? Why didn't you give it to us? And all that. So I just kept it a secret and I disclosed it like later on after a couple of years.
Yeah, listen, I'm getting pissed right now. Like, if this lady wasn't the one you had married, I would be like, acha wa. But she's a wife, so she made the right decision.
Yeah.
And now you have a child together, so it's worked out well.
Yes, worked out well.
Eventually, she's like, हाँ ये तेरे बिना मजा. It's a great idea.
अभी तो बोलती है कि तू निकल फिर मजा आएगा. अभी थोड़ा उल्टा हो गया.
Dude, have you ever bought tickets for anything in black? I think I think there was a point when you used to buy like movie tickets in black.
Yeah, there was that period, but I never did it actually.
Yeah, I think I did it I think I did it once.
Ah.
And it was not even, it was so absurd, man. It was like for some really shit movie. I think it might have, oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Listen, I'm judging your wife and this is what I spend money on. I wanted to go see Kick, okay? The Salman Khan Kick. Okay, in the theater.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go see it in Gaiety Galaxy because that's the full vibes. And the tickets were sold out. And like the tickets were like 30 rupees and I bought 200 rupee tickets. Okay?
Oh my
Which is not, and the movie was totally worth it. Like a Kick at Gaiety Galaxy, people taking off their clothes and dancing and shit is full vibes.
Right.
Not equal to Wankhede 2011. Oh, dude, now I remember where I was for 2011. So we were at my friend's house and all of us were watching the match. We'll have a couple of drinks, enjoy the match, right? And I remember after the first innings, when Sri Lanka had scored whatever 280 or whatever it was, everybody's bummed out, right? So there's a place downstairs in another building, which is a nice walking area. So I'm seeing like literally like hundreds of people just walking around dejected. They're like, our life is over. This is the worst thing that could have happened to us. And just walking around and you can just see the palpable sadness that's there. And we're all bad. We're like, fucking Indian team sucks, man. Sri Lanka. And then when we won, I went down for a walk and everybody's losing their mind,
the
dude.
atmosphere on the roads after the match was insane.
Yeah, I remember.
Everybody was out.
Yeah.
It was a full party. This like 2011 World Cup final ke baad and 2007 World Cup final ke baad, the T20. People just like came out, like horns are blaring. People are like, just on their cars. I was in Pune after 2007 final. And I remember those 2 nights so well.
Dude, I remember 2007, I think I was staying at a building where you could see the crowds. So you're just literally getting a vantage point where you're on the terrace and you're just looking down and seeing this, like it's inching so slowly. And then I spoke to Robin Uthappa and he told me, he's like, dude, it took us 6.5 hours to reach from the airport.
When they came back.
When they came back.
That parade.
Yeah, that parade. And he's like, dude, it was still like the greatest 6.5 hours because like after a point, he's like, you feel, I forgot what he said, but he said that it was just great. It's like, dude, this is the one time where you're happy to be stuck in Mumbai traffic.
Oh my God. I just like thinking about the photos. It just makes me feel great. And I remember after the 2007 World Cup final, we were in a hostel. Like I was in college in Pune, and उसमें हम लोग क्या करते थे कि we used to basically do random shit like without that was like an episode of Three Dings Down and all that. Okay, and watching the match and we won. We couldn't believe we won because it was looking like it's over. And तो हॉस्टल में क्या है हॉस्टल में सब कुछ लाइक गंदा ही रहता है ना एवरीथिंग इज डर्टी एंड आई रिमेंबर इन दिस केस देयर वाज अ dirty bucket of water like it's basically like कपड़े धुले होंगे उसमें एकदम गंदा है तो like looks black and after the match got over we got so excited that we just took that bucket of water and just sprayed it on everybody else and us. It was just dirty like कपड़े धुले है water like in one guy's hostel bathroom. So we came down to party on the streets. Everybody was down and it was just like music चल रहा है गाड़ी वाड़ी के ऊपर सब चढ़ गए and we were all drenched and everybody's looking at us thinking what happened there? How did they have so much fun?
Yeah, but I like how you're like usually after people celebrate they uncork champagne.
Yeah, no.
like ganda pani pheko.
Thoda surf.
Dude, I remember like I'm not a big football fan, but I watched this fun story, man. So I was in a Malaysia Airlines flight from Malaysia. And there was this guy who I've said the story before. So there's this guy who is just standing like at my seat 4C, right? And he's wearing this, like, I mean, you have a child now, so you know that sequin thing where it's like a lion and then a tiger and all that shit. Like he's wearing that as a grown man. I'm like, no judgment, but whatever, right? And he's just standing next to my seat, and I'm like, brother, that's my seat. And he's like, no, it's not. I was like, no, it's 4C. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, but you don't say it's 4C. What the fuck is your problem? And he's like, no, the way it works is CBA. Right? He's doing that whole argument. So this guy's just behaving like an asshole throughout the flight. He's getting drunk, having tiger beer, whatever the shit. Just like behaving very awkward. He's putting his jacket on top of this lady in front of him. And it's crazy. And then he's complaining to the air hostess about me. Because like I was, so, that argument about the elbow rest? So I literally, I'm just sitting, okay? And this guy's leaning across like that. So I just leaned back and gently touched him. And he's like, did you see that? He's screaming in the airline. Like, he has assaulted me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
He called the air hostess and he's complaining about me in Malay. And she just looked at me and smiling like, congrats on 5.5 hours of this bullshit. So anyway, this guy's behaving like an asshole. Okay? And this is the final of Argentina versus Brazil. The second we land,
Argentina versus Brazil.
Argentina versus France. Yeah, France.
Oh, okay.
So so I land and it's the last 6 minutes, okay, and the penalty shootout has started.
Oh my God.
And so I am the only person who has Jio ka connection. I'm suddenly the most popular person in this whole flight. Okay.
Gio to the rescue.
So I'm like playing it like that, and people behind. There's 3 guys who recognize me. Like, "Hey, what's the score?" I'm like, "Ah, see." So like people behind everybody like, "I see," and they're showing to everybody. And this guy's like, "Brother, what's the score?" I'm like, "Go fuck yourself, dude." When did we become friends in this flight?
Oh my God.
Just because you want to know the score. But some of the scenes from Argentina were great, man.
Yeah,
Like it was.
yeah.
But also, here's my question to you. Okay, I saw there was about 150,000 people out in Argentina.
Yeah.
Would you ever go?
Yeah.
You would go?
Yeah. To in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
This is a very special occasion, like this open top bus parade,
Yeah.
or like just a party after a match. These are the things that make football or like any sports like enjoyable so much. So I'm so like. I have not had these moments where like I support Liverpool and then India and like there are like decades where nothing happens. So this is what I think sports fans live for.
So
I would definitely go.
You would go?
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I would have the patience to.
No, dude. I grew up in the Eden Garden, so like this is not a problem at all.
So if Liverpool wins, okay, here's a scenario. If Liverpool wins and through one of your contacts you have a flight and this thing to go, just this party, okay, all the option is to send your wife.
Listen, I've learned my lesson.
Hey, wait, so you and SA also supports Liverpool?
SA supports Leeds.
Leeds,
Yeah. But there are a lot of Liverpool fans. There's Rahul, there is Kumar Varun, there's Dhruv Deshpande, there's Abhijit Ganguly, there's Mohammad Hussain. There's a lot of Liverpool fans.
Oh wow, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Liverpool? I'm going to ask a very basic question. Is Liverpool good?
Yes, they are very good. They are very good.
They play good football?
Yes, they play very good football. Not at the moment, but generally they are not right now. But when these open top, but so when you win a trophy, then the next day when you go back to Liverpool, then they like basically the same like that happened with Uttapa, and like it's an open top bus parade where you like parade the trophy through the city.
Yeah.
And Liverpool is known for that. Like the entire Liverpool, like there's some 5 lakh people come on the streets,
wow.
and I watched that live stream, okay, where you don't see anything. It's just random shit, but some good shots, like some great drone shots and like red mist all over. I love it. I love somebody is like standing on a lamppost, somebody's on the roof, somebody's on a tree.
But this is the commentary or just like random shots? This is just like a live stream.
There is a commentary as well, but that commentary is nothing. That commentary is like
everybody's having fun. Look at them. They're really enjoying. They're having fun. Yeah.
There is actually like the broadcast is on the bus, so they take some small interviews as well. So that's a lot of fun. Actually, I think our manager almost fell from the bus. Like something happened last time we won something, and that was a scary moment.
Was it really? I think somebody would have caught him below.
Yeah, probably.
Like, for a fact that some fan below is like, I caught him. Whoever the manager is, Ravi Shastri or whoever it is.
Jurgen Klopp. Yeah.
Dude, there was this like talking about these sports parades. There was this, hey, let's do round 2. I'm doing drink 2. We can do whatever. This is 2 drinks.
But that drink is not over yet.
No, it's just pani now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also I wanted it, oh man, you're doing it, man. Anirban! So there was this one, I think there was a parade happening for the Olympics. And there was this one dude who just snuck in pretending to be an Olympian. Okay, I think, and there were 2 of them who just snuck in pretending to be Olympians, and I think they were pretending to be, I don't know, shooters or whatever it was. I think
it's very easy to do that.
Yeah, but so this is skaters or whatever he was. Okay, and so they decided we're just going to sneak and nobody's going to check, and they had like the fake whatever it is, and they entered, and it was the bus for those very people. So they're like somebody asked them like, hey, what are you? And they're like, we're skaters. They're like, no, we are the skaters. Out of all the 35 buses, you could have entered. You entered the perfectly crowned.
Oh man.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about chess.
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned somewhere that like you started getting more fans because of playing chess than of stand up now.
I am pretty sure.
Is that actually happened, or do you think that's like a realistic thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because like in every show that I go, there is always somebody, and I'm pretty sure this happens with the others as well.
Huh.
That there's always people who come and talk about the streams. They mention the games. Like there's some crazy games that has happened.
Yeah.
So they mention which game they really like and or which COB they really liked. And yeah, it's like they're like, you know, you want to play a game before the show. I'm like, no. No, maybe after, but then after that I fuck off.
Obviously.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a crazy community.
You should do, instead of a meet and greet, a mate and greet.
Mate and greet.
It's like 3,000 rupees extra to play chess with Anirban.
And there's so many times where I'm in the green room and you know, people message, right, ki I'm here, when are you coming, when will the show start, all of that. So a couple of times people have messaged that you know, hey, I'm here, do you want to play a game of chess after? And while I was playing already chess, like I was already playing chess, and then suddenly I see this message on Instagram. So, yeah.
But I think this is because Samay has ruined it for everybody, right? Like Samay is known for just randomly playing chess with people, right?
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's not bad because I've also done it. Like, you know, I've met people on the plane and we have played a round of chess.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've played chess after shows, before shows. So I've played a game of chess. While I was going to play COB, okay, so I remember this. I was flying from Bombay to Delhi. I had a show, and COB was also happening. So I was going to play from Delhi that match. And while I'm going, I met somebody in the terminal, and they were like, all the best for today, all the best for today. And, you know, I was actually going for a show. But in my mind also, no, I'm going for a match. Fuck the show, I don't really care. And then we played a match. We started from the terminal when we were like boarding. And then we went on the bus, the game continued, and it ended in the flight.
Oh,
so it was like a 10+0 game, 10-minute game. And I was winning, completely winning. And then I blundered my queen.
Oh shit.
Okay, and I lost. And then this guy was like, okay, your blunder is out of the way. Now you can like play the main match properly. And that was the final of COB.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there was COB All-Stars. No, COB, that team tournament that happened.
Right.
Where everybody played in teams. So it was the final. And because I had gotten my queen blunder out of the way, we won it.
Holy shit. So it actually worked, man. Oh my God, dude. And so how many times have you won COB?
Twice.
So is who's the number one comedian? Like is Samay?
Samay is like there's nobody close to him.
And who's two?
Biswa. Has like almost won COB twice. Almost won. Like he had like 9 fingers on the trophy, like twice. and then Samay got it back.
Oh shit.
So that's the thing about COB finals, is that some really random shit happens and I can't believe it keeps happening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, bus ho gaya, like itna drama ho sakta hai, and then next time again it's the same. I'm like, can't handle it.
Like I think Akash Mehta gave up, right?
Yeah.
Akash Mehta is like, this is too taxing, I can't take it, and all that stuff. I was like, no man, it's just like and then I think even when I spoke to Biswa, he's like, I'm training, and I'm like, what is happening, guys?
Dude, when COB happens, that's my life for like the thing is, COB happens for like maybe 2-3 days, or if it's a team game or All-Stars, then it happens over a week.
Yeah.
But that's nothing. I am like off. I have switched off from life 1 week before and 1 week after. You know, this after, like my wife doesn't get it. Okay, I understand before you're you know, prepping and all. What the fuck are you doing after? Like for 1 week, why are you not like, you know, present in the moment? I'm like, you know, oh shit, I missed that mate. Oh no, why did I do that? And all of that. Oh, it's too good.
Dude, did you see Vidit defeating Magnus Carlsen?
Yes.
That was like some crazy stuff. I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm pretending to. I want to see it, man. I heard stories all about it. I was like, I've kept it on my watch later.
Yeah. I've also kept it. I've not watched the whole game, but I've seen some highlights. I think Magnus missed a mate.
And is it?
Yeah.
Shit.
And then Vidit, like, you know, made him pay.
Dude, but isn't it how exciting? I mean, the thing that Samay has done, which is so exciting, is that you essentially have like some of India's top sports persons.
Yeah.
And you've played that sport, like barring like Varun Thakur, who got Rohit Sharma out and will not stop talking about it.
Dude, this Varun Thakur dude has some crazy credentials.
Yeah.
He got Rohit Sharma out.
Yeah.
Then he was in Yash Chopra's last film. He was in this romantics documentary also.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I saw him and they played his scene. So he has some crazy stories, dude.
Dude, I couldn't watch that show, man. I watched like 18 minutes of it. I'm like, please, enough, yeah. How many times are you going to tell me about the same family, like from the POV of the same people? Like it's just give me a biopic on like Irfan Khan. I'd watch that. Like that would be way more interesting than me figuring out for the 9,000th time about how great these families are.
No, but I enjoyed. I did not. I actually enjoyed the whole thing because right now after the baby, I hardly watch any long format shows.
Yeah.
But I got sucked into it because of nostalgia and all of that, and I really enjoyed it. I really Aditya Chopra, that whole reveal of Aditya Chopra, person reveal. And
oh shit! Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like he's he's not in the first episode. They just tease you that he's gonna come, and then the next 3 episodes he's there.
This sounds like OnlyFans.
Yeah.
He's like, he's coming.
He's coming.
He just removes lingerie. It's like what a great face reveal.
I got into a full rabbit hole after this. I watched the whole show, and for some reason I got into the Dhoom rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then all the 3 films I watched as a fast forward karke, like just my favorite scenes, my favorite action moments and all of that.
Yeah.
So I did that with the romantics. I watched the show, then got into this rabbit hole.
Dude, I think maybe I should give it another go, but I'm just like so tired of like the same people on all these also I realize I don't think I'm a fan of the films. I think that's a bigger problem. Like if you're making like about
but like those classics, like
I wasn't a fan. Like if you were making like on David Dhawan and like that Govinda era, dude, because I don't know if have you watched any Govinda interviews recently?
No.
It's very fascinating, okay? Because he's really into like scripture and all that, and it makes him very peaceful. But he's the only person I've ever seen in public who uses the word parantu a lot. So he'll say he doesn't say par, he's like parantu maine, and I'm like, wow, man. It's great. And he did an interview with Manish, I've forgotten that his surname. And it was a very fun interview, man. Govinda was just being like very upfront about things. I'd rather watch that than about like but yeah, okay, maybe Aditya Chopra face reveal is worth it. Is it a good face?
It's okay. It's a director's face.
It's a director's face. But what is the big breakthrough? Did you like those movies? Did you enjoy those movies?
Yes. I grew up on those movies, honestly, like Dar and Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. All those movies, like Mohabbatein, मैंने इतने बार देखा है. Dar तो मेरे को बहुत सही लगता है. Like it's a crazy film. Like I really enjoy the music. And this ये show the first episode I enjoyed the most of the romantics because उसमें वो यश चोपड़ा का early days and all of that, how he started making films and with his brother B.R. Chopra, then he started making his own films with his own production. So those are the things I didn't know. So that's pretty good. That's pretty inspiring, actually. Yeah.
No, the story is very inspiring because he was the first of his ilk.
Yeah.
And I think he also they essentially make jokes on Uday Chopra. Dude, Uday Chopra's got like a lot of flack for very little reason I've noticed. Like I always found him very entertaining. Like even in Dhoom, those scenes with the Bippa, like Dhoom I actually enjoyed. Dhoom was probably the only because Dhoom was fun. And the comedy moments of him having those fantasy dreams and all was like, I was like, this is so stupid and such overacting. Like it tells with my comedy also. I love people when they overact.
Oh no, but I like in Dhoom I hated that part. I'm like,
really?
just remove it. I don't want this comic relief. ठीक है, मैं इसके लिए नहीं आया Dhoom देखने. हंसने थोड़ी आया मैं Dhoom देखने. I hated it. Where is John Abraham? Show me John Abraham, not Uday Chopra.
Oh, but that was the one where John Abraham was actually like really like I think John Abraham made a better villain. Hrithik Roshan was the villain, right?
Hrithik Roshan was the villain later on.
With the Amir Khan one.
No, Amir Khan. Then all these guys were the villains because the hero is Abhishek.
Oh, sorry,
Bachchan.
Amir Khan. Yeah, Amir Khan was the one who did. I forgot. I think Amir Khan was the one where they did what other movie was the one with the twin brother magic thing.
Yeah. So I revisited those movies now, but like in a very fast forward wala way. And this Dhoom 3, I think Dhoom 3 is by this guy only who made Pathan, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. No, maybe not. But this Dhoom 3, Dude, it's a scam. This Dhoom 3 is a full scam. ठीक है, Dhoom 1 I can get, Dhoom 2 ठीक है, but this Dhoom 3, they have just put like one set piece after another and nothing in between. Or even if there are any scenes in between, it's like just exposition and like, nothing interesting.
Yeah.
And I think like पहले like मैं कुछ half an hour तक fast forward कर रहा है और वो scene खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. And I'm like यार बस ये कब तक चलेगा यार, ये कितना लंबा. I think उनका cold open 30 minutes का था ठीक है Dhoom 3 का. दिमाग खराब हो गया है. And that like double roll and all, उतना मजा नहीं आया like.
Dude, but Dhoom 3 was the one with Hrithik Roshan and Aishwarya Rai.
No, Dhoom 3 was Amir Khan.
And Dhoom 2 was
Dhoom 2 was, yeah.
I remember that the climax or the climax and then the post climax, right?
Which one?
So they fall down the waterfall. I remember that where they fall down the waterfall and then they survive.
Oh, this was the Hrithik Roshan wala thing.
Yeah.
So then they are in like a bar in Brazil or something.
They're in a bar in Brazil. Like, kya hai yaar? like I get that even villains should have a happy ending apparently if they're good looking.
But that's the Dhoom franchise. No, in the first movie also John Abraham just flies off a cliff, but he dies. I think he dies.
Yeah, he dies. I think But and that trope of falling off a waterfall and surviving, it's like it's been around for Sherlock Holmes era. And I'm like, we are still doing this ending. It's great.
You can just see it on Instagram reels. Like, people falling down.
Dude, that should be the start point of a movie. When one villain falls off, that's the opening scene, he falls off the waterfall. And then the rest of the movie is just figuring out if he's alive or dead.
He's just swimming. He swims and swims and swims, and in the climax he finds Titanic. That's a great movie.
That's the cold opening is 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes of guys just swimming.
Swims and swims. And finds Leonardo DiCaprio there.
His dead body. Uses it as a float. That's the movie. Okay, you know what? I recently discovered. I think I'm losing my mind generally. Right? Like, okay, here's my theory. I think we are all so used to watching great content now, right? Where it's also content which you want to watch. You'll watch anime or whatever the hell it is. Like watching dumb movies is a great fun time, right? So I was in Bangalore. I had a great corporate show. I was in a nice mood. I had a couple of drinks, and I was like, you know what? Let's watch Rohit Shetty's Circus.
Oh man.
Okay,
no.
and now I think that the key is that when it's 1.5x and you can just skip through the songs.
Yeah.
The movie is not bad.
Really?
Dude, okay, so here's the thing. The main premise of the movie, you know what the premise is? Okay, so
I just know it's a double role kind of
It's
thing.
a double role into double role.
Yeah,
so it's two
yeah.
people having a double role, which is this guy and that other dude. And that is honestly the lamest part of the movie, okay? Where it's like all the bits, the bit is that Ranveer Singh is this circus performer who is impervious to electricity. So he'll take bijli and he'll go like this, and people are like, oh my God, he can go through electricity amazingly, which I'm like, first of all, as a visual sight, that would be very underwhelming. Just imagine you walk up and there's a guy holding wires and go like, Dekha? And they're like, what the fuck? He's just rubbing wires to
Sounds like Doom 4.
But so then the twist is that he doesn't feel anything, but his twin brother, who they're separated from, gets electrocuted. Right.
Oh.
So now the electrocution theme is through the movie, and that's literally the least funny part of the movie. Like, so all the stuff that they thought that this is going to be a big explosion, I think that was the climax of one of the Golmals, by the way, or one of the Govinda movies where at the climax one person touches a thing, Hangama.
Oh,
yeah, like everybody's like that, and I'm like, you've just turned this into the whole premise of the movie. It's crazy, okay? And it keeps happening. Like every 5 seconds, people are like,
That was Priyadarshan classic.
yeah. And so this happens throughout the movie, and it's the least funny part. Okay, but this is Johnny Lever. So the great fun thing is, there's a guy who shows up. He's got Johnny Bravo wala haircut, and he's like full slapstick. Okay, and it's fun slapstick. He's like, all that stuff, right? The Bollywood slapstick. And I'm like enjoying this guy. I'm like enjoying his efforts. I'm like, this guy looks exactly like Johnny Lever's son. Right, and then the reveal is after the first half is Johnny Lever is his mentor, and dude,
And that was Johnny Lever's son.
No, it is not some random guy who looks vaguely like Johnny Lever.
Okay.
And it is like I'm so happy to see Johnny Lever. So the lines by that guy, the lines by Johnny Lever, the lines by that other Pankaj guy, all the ancillary characters' lines are genuinely funny. So there was like the first time I laughed out loud. I'm like, are you losing your fucking mind? And then by the end of the movie, I'm like, I think I enjoyed this movie. So I think the key is that even in theaters, they should give you the option of 1.5x and skip the songs.
Whenever some like all these movies come out, for some reason I've just lost the appetite of going to the movies. Yeah, I just don't feel like anymore. I'm like, okay. Because now I feel that like, I kind of know how movies are made, and I've lost my interest in movies.
मुझे ऑमलेट नहीं खाना, मैं देखा तो कैसे
नहीं,
बनाया.
ठीक है, समझ गया, ठीक है, okay, good luck, make some money. Good luck.
No, but what do you mean that you know how it's made, so you're not interested?
Man, this process is just like I am not getting to make my film, right? Like, so I am a little pissed with everybody. I'm actually boycott Bollywood. Nobody knows it.
You're boycott Bollywood because they're not accepting you in it.
Yeah. I think that's a decent reason.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good
there's
reason,
better
yeah.
reason than others, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Other reasons makes no sense. Yeah. This is like you rejected me, so I'm rejecting
yeah,
you.
I'm rejecting you. I'm like, okay, later.
But what are the challenges you're facing? Like, is it you have to attach a star to it first or a big director first? Isn't that this first step?
I think the biggest challenge is that my dad was in Merchant Navy.
Okay.
And not in Bollywood. I think that's a big challenge. Oh man, I so wish I was in David Dhawan's household.
Yeah, that would be nice, man.
Yeah. Dude, when they say that, like, you know, when they try to downplay nepotism,
Huh.
that's the like lamest shit ever. Like, you know, even in romantics, they're like, you know, Uday Chopra को हम लोग star नहीं बना पाए and all.
हाँ.
But उसको मिला ना 6 movie. Like, you know, how do you explain that to somebody else
Yeah.
who's not from the industry? So no, but generally not that. But generally. No, it's like it's a long process. Like any film or web show, it's obviously a long writing process, then a long pitching process, and I am like, you know, just struggling through that.
Yeah.
So I have turned a little bitter. Like slyly, I like some boycott Bollywood post. I'm following Kangna from another account.
Dude, Kangana was so happy when Akshay Kumar's film tanked.
But
Like,
aren't they from the same like group now?
is she? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think she was quite pleased because I think they shat on her after Dhakad was a flop.
Yeah.
Because and they said action superstar and she's like, oh, because I'm a lady and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, whatever.
So Akshay Kumar, then she was happy when Akshay Kumar bombed.
Yeah. Because he's had like 5 consecutive flops now. I have jokes on it, but like I like Akshay Kumar's thing was he said ये तो कुछ नहीं है, इसके पहले मेरे 16 continuous flops थे. I was like, what do you say?
Actually, this is the logic behind him taking a Canadian citizenship. That he had some 16 flops, and like any person, we would like try to fuck off from this country. Then, like, you know, imagine if you have 16 flops,
Yeah.
I have 16 flops.
Yeah.
Then we're like, okay, Canada is good,
Yeah.
good, like very good. So he did that,
Yeah.
and then he I think started becoming like a hit.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So now I think again he's going through that. too. So-
Yeah, but now he's saying that I'm removing, I'm getting rid of my Canadian passport.
Yeah, I think
Because he said I love my country. I'm like, okay.
Oh man, there's a clip I saw yesterday only of basically who was that? I think Sudhir Chaudhary is that guy's name, right? That
The a news anchor.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sudhir, right?
Yeah.
So Sudhir and Akshay Kumar had an interview, and Sudhir was asking him about, so do you love your country? And Akshay Kumar is like. ऐसे कर रहे हैं, like, ऐसे रो रहे हैं, ऐसे just full. और उधर सारे कमेंट्स में 50 रुपया काट ओवर एक्टिंग.
Dude, but also I love the internet where in general, right, there's a very high chance that Akshay Kumar could be having a moment, but we are like, nahin, overacting. So this nepo, the weirdest, you know when Hollywood suddenly discovered nepo babies, right? So they've been going on about nepo babies and stuff like that for like the recent year. And every time I'm like, are you guys this late to this? we're like, this is the one time where Bollywood is way ahead of Hollywood. I mean, like, we figured this out long back. This is so I was trying to figure this out, dude. And like, I was trying to set on this long back. So in the original Iron Man or whatever it was, I think there's like half the cast has got something related to family. Gwyneth Paltrow, Robert Downey Jr. There's like literally a crazy number of people who had family connections and all that kind of stuff. So I like the term nepo babies.
Yeah.
And even they have to defend it and all that. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, it's a big. But I think इस पे I had a joke that nepotism is totally understandable. Like, you know, if you are a big star in like Bollywood cutthroat environment, obviously you want to help your kids. Like, that's something that, like, you know, every parent would do.
Yeah.
My problem is with the kids.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you're born into privilege. You can do whatever you want. You can do MBA and all, like, you know, all of that. But still, everybody wants to be an actor. Not even like, you know, we'll be a stunt director or we'll be a musician. No, actor ही बनना है. उसको poster पे अपना face ही चाहिए.
Yeah.
And so then the joke used to go like, you know, how say a Suraj Pancholi, like imagine his life. He grew up watching his dad Aditya Pancholi's movies. Still wants to become actor. Fine, you become editor. Like you cut out these small scenes.
Suraj Panchali is an interesting one, man.
This is an interchangeable joke. You just put anybody in, it works.
So I had a joke where I'm like, and again, actually, I'll withdraw the joke after I say it, which is that. So a lot of people talk about nepotism, right? And they make fun of Ananya Pandey in the same breath constantly. I'm like, nepotism is when you use your family's success and popularity to further your own cause. I'm like, you're Chunky Pandey's daughter. How much do you think it affected you? When you showed up for an audition and they're like, "Arey, so gaya." And behind Chunky's like, "Can I also audition?" And the thing is that I withdraw the joke because I love Chunky Pandey. I genuinely love Chunky Pandey. Dude, there's interviews of Akshay Kumar just essentially bullying him and stuff like that in a Kapil Sharma show. Yeah, it's just needless. Where I think Chunky Pandey made some silly, like very dad joke kind of pun, and Akshay's like, "Ye joke hota hai." I'm like, and they were just bullying him, and I'm like, dude, I like this guy way more than all the rest of you. Like he's way more likable, he's more affable, and even in that show, that Fabulous Lives and all, and like I love every time Chunky Pandey comes, I'm like, yes, this is the guy.
I haven't seen the entire show.
Oh yeah, I saw all of it. I lost my mind. I mean, I can't judge you for watching Romantics. I watched 2 seasons. There's you know Naomi Datta?
Yes.
Yeah, so Naomi was involved in that show, right?
Oh,
and so
okay.
she told me, she like, Sorabh, just watch like 2 episodes. And I'm like, I watched 2 episodes. I'm like, Naomi, what is this rubbish? She's like, just watch the 3rd one. And then I was
It is
like,
addictive
Naomi,
for sure.
I'm watching it in flights. It's like
Have you seen Malaika Arora's show?
I saw the one with Sumukhe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
episode is that?
I think 3rd or something.
Okay, I'll also watch that only.
Yeah. Just watch it. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? She's very attractive, okay? But you watch this show and you're like, I didn't realize you were this boring. Like just your whole day is just consumed in bettering yourself, and I'm like, where's the fun in this, right? I mean, like you're facing all this shit. That's far more interesting than I mean, Malaika Arora, one of the most attractive people in the world, probably. Yeah. So apparently the story was that I think Amrita Arora was supposed to do the show and then she didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So which I think would have been more fun. Because what makes Fabulous Lives fun is that they're following stories of 4 families. And that makes it fun because it's the dynamics of Neelam and this one and that one. And so from an editing POV, it's great, right? Because in a span of like, you have 3 minutes dedicated to this one family and then the next. And that keeps it so pacey and so fun. And it's like, you can't focus on one person. Like even, I mean, their Bible for all of this is Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah. It's not only about Kim. No, it's about everybody else around it. So yeah, that show seemed a bit rushed. Yeah, that was not great. I saw 2 episodes and I'm like, no, not interested. Okay, I'm going to do one last bit because we have like 10 minutes left. And before that, I will also down this water. See, my technique is that always 1 glass of water between things.
Oh, really? So then, like, you don't get any.
I mean,
hangover.
It's way easier.
You know, my hangover cure is having chlormint. Okay, it just
the chewing gum.
The lozenge.
Okay.
It's just like after that nothing happens. It's like a superpower I have.
There's okay. You know what? I'm gonna try this tomorrow.
Yeah, just like but try it after you're like like completely smashed like 6 drinks down, and you're feeling like you will puke.
You mean after the next episode?
After the next episode, yeah. So no, like this really helps when you're thinking, okay, there's something like good, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then like a chlormint or a Halls, those lozenges.
Yeah.
Has really saved me for many years, for 2 decades.
Oh wow, I'm going to try this. You know what my technique is recently is that I've been going out to the sun and just torturing myself and taking a cold shower and then just taking as long a walk as I can imagine.
After drinking?
So after drinking, dude. Oh, okay.
No, this is
the next day. You know my there's a 3rd one, man. I'm doing it, man. Anirban, we're doing it. I mean, yeah. You see what works for you. I'm still trying to stick to the name of the show.
3 drinks down.
Otherwise, people will be like, "Look at this hypocrite."
Oh man. Generally, I think my thing is 2 drinks. 2 drinks.
2 drinks is good. You're like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 drinks is just like, standard.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Even like I shot my special also 2 drinks down. So like, just perfect environment.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's, I think it requires that perfect. Okay, so here's the ideal scenario, okay? you do some form of movement before your show, whether it's exercise or whatever. Then you take a beautiful dump, right? To just clear out all the toxins. And then you have a decent meal and then you have 2 drinks and
Oh yeah, that
it's
sounds
the
like a
best,
good show.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every time that's happened, I've never had a bad
This
show.
can't happen in Bombay where I am in my house. Like, this sounds like Singapore.
You don't do your regular shows in Singapore. Okay, I'm going to do this segment for you, okay? And this is a very, very stupid segment. It's the first time I'm debuting this segment.
Okay.
The segment is called Is This a Joke? Okay.
No.
Damn it. You have won already. Okay. So this is, I'm going to say some statements and some thoughts.
Okay.
And you have to say whether this is a joke or no.
Okay.
Okay. And you get 1 point for guessing right. And if you have any tags, then you get 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, I like how you went very interestingly. Okay. Okay. So this is the first joke. In Philippines, people are smuggling in onions because of the high price. Smuggling in onions? What's wrong with these people? You know, you could just grow them, right? I mean, I've heard of people smuggling in Apple products, but onions?
Oh man.
Off to a great start. Is this a joke, Anirban?
This is something.
I'll give you 2 points for saying this is something. Okay, this is the next one. Akshay Kumar is promoting his brand new movie Selfie about a famous person who gets into trouble over a selfie. Apparently, it's based on a South movie about Prithvi Shaw's life.
Yeah.
That's
Got
the-
it.
yeah.
Got it.
That's a joke.
Prithvi Shaw.
That identifies as a joke.
I saw a great meme on this Prithvi Shaw
Yeah.
incident where it's like Prithvi Shaw वो मार रहा है किसी को, ठीक है, बैट से ऐसे मार रहा है बाहर के बाहर, और साइड में ऐसे सचिन तेंदुलकर बोल रहा है, you're not holding the bat right. Where's your helmet?
Dude, but like, I thought the story was that he's pulling the baseball bat away from the lady.
हाँ, कुछ तो there's a scuffle.
Yeah, and I like how they recorded a 2-second video and they're like, "Dekho," and I'm like, but this explains nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, and then there's recordings of them chasing the car and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I've just seen those stills of like कुछ तो ऐसे scuffle.
No, so it's a 3-second video where it's like Prithvi Shaw is, the first time you see it, you don't understand what's
Yeah, I
happening.
think I've seen that, yeah,
And then
yeah.
he's pulling the baseball bat. And then the second one is him just standing away and them screaming at him saying, and the guy saying, मैं अपने आप को काट डालूंगा यहाँ पर, and some weird, it's really
Why is
weird.
there a baseball bat in India? Like, you know, and who's selling baseball bats in India? And they are not, like, sports people are not buying it. Like, why? Oh, man.
Okay, so this is one. Prithvi Shaw finds himself. No, this is dumb. Forget it. This is already a bad joke. Okay, this is one. This is a great. This is a joke following thematics. Okay, this is a formulaic joke. Talking of Sapna Gill, who Prithvi Shaw was involved in, let's talk of Big Boss. I don't know if you've heard of the show called Big Boss. I never understood why it had the extra G. Then I figured it. That G stands for Gandalo Ghar Jao. See, this is this classic example of English and then Hindi punchline with abuse.
Yes. Always works.
It identifies as a joke, but is it?
Yes. Technically, it is. I think.
Okay, Akshay Kumar has said that he's fully responsible for the failure of his movies and not the audience. I don't think anyone was blaming the audience, dude. That's like breaking someone's laptop and saying, Steve Wozniak is not responsible for this.
Who gets the credit when his movies work?
Yeah, that's true. Dark matter.
Canadian immigration.
Thank you. He's like, dude, imagine him at film fair. He's like, I'd like to thank Steve Carmel from the Canadian immigration. Like, who's this guy?
Giving me appointment before time.
Okay, this is great. Hey, why is it called a treadmill? Huh? Has anyone got on a treadmill and treaded on it? Huh? And don't even get me started on the mill part. Has anyone walked 6 kilometers on an incline of 4 and got flour at the end?
Acknowledged.
I like the resignation with which you put your drink down. You're
I would be like, you know, those 2 double ticks. Scene.
Okay, this is going to be okay, I have 2 more. Wait.
Okay.
This is related to what you did. This is a bit of a hacky joke, but let's do it. A proposition for the West Bengal government to earn $3 billion immediately. Charge ₹3 every time a single motorist honks needlessly. They can earn $1 billion from Park Street alone per motorist.
Very, very niche. Very niche joke this is.
Very niche. Okay, this is going to be the last attempt at joke, okay? Some people get really worked up if you call anime Japanese cartoon. The same people will not bat an eyelid if you call virgins them.
Yeah, get it.
Do you see the explosion at the end? To indicate that it's comedy.
You're announcing it.
I changed delivery. It must be a joke.
Yes.
So Anirban, I will give you 15 points
Okay.
for that performance there.
Oh man, I had no tags.
Do you have more tags for the last one?
No, nothing.
Wait, I have to finish this before we end. Okay, this has been 57 minutes. We have 2 minutes to finish this. I have to stick to the plan.
Yeah. I am on my third drink, but I can't do bottoms up.
You've done it. You've achieved great success today.
Yes, yeah. By pouring the third drink, I think I have done my job.
Yeah. I have a last thought for you. I was thinking about chess. I was discussing this with Samay also about this cheating in chess. There was this guy who said that they're putting anal something. What is the idea?
Anal beads that vibrates, that signals that, okay, maybe like this is the move. Like that's some like pre-discussion. Okay, when this will vibrate, then, this is what it means. All of that.
So what does it mean? That it's like if the right one vibrates and you have to move it left. What is the idea? I don't understand.
Something like, I don't know. I really don't know all about this, but I feel that at that level, you don't need to like cheat in every move. Like, it's like, just at a very crucial time you need. So maybe like, if it beats at a point, then like the player gets an idea. Okay, this is the main moment. Like, I have to like, get the move here or something like that. Yeah.
I say this is just play chess naked. I think that'll help. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, we did the first episode of 3 Drinks Later. And by the way, Anirban, we both have been talking to get you on a show for a long time.
Oh, man.
And I like how the motivation was Daru.
No. Dude, it wasn't Daru. It's like, I can't say no to you anymore. Like our chat is just like, and I feel so bad. There are times when you ask me something, and it's always like either like match streaming ho raha hai or watch along, and always like in some fucking like I am in Pune or something is happening. So I'm always like very apologetic about it. Ki sorry again. एक बार तो मैं reply नहीं किया कि अभी मैं क्या बोलूं, and then he only messaged me कि okay I get it. So I anyway have a problem of saying no. Yeah. And then Sorabh is like, so it's like you like right now in my like mind space, it was like you can ask me anything, I'm gonna say yes.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And you asked me for this.
Tickets for 2011 match.
Yeah, you missed your chance. Like and after I said no to Sorabh so many times, I'm like, oh man, I need to have a kid so that I can say no properly.
You've created a child for an excuse. Yes. Welcome to the club.
Just to get out of Wake Up with Sorabh.
Dude, this has been a great episode. I'm glad we got to spend time. This is, you know what? You remember when we were in Goa at some shady hotel and we were just drinking posts and watching some weird shit?
Yes.
Every time I imagine this show, I'm like, I got to do the first episode because that was a fun time.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was really
nice.
Like,
so we got to do it. Anirban, we have done it. We have achieved success. First episode of what is the show? 3 Drinks Later.
3 Drinks Down. Oh, later.
And next episode I'll upload on the same day that I've uploaded this. I've not decided the date yet. Again, join the Telegram. It's going to be QR code is going to be here somewhere. Come see me do live stand-up. I'm going to be in, where is it? Bangalore, Hyderabad, Dubai, and a few other places. Tickets are on sorabpump.com. Anything you want to promote?
No.
Anirban said.
Which show? तो कल का शो क्यों प्रमोट करूं जो हो चुका है? अरे आगे अभी कुछ है नहीं. Just follow me, I guess, for updates. Yeah.
No, but listen, Ranveer Kapoor is playing Kishore Kumar, but like you...
Kishore Kumar?
Yeah.
Saurav Ganguly, you said?
Also
Kishore Kumar?
He's playing everything.
Ranveer Kapoor is playing Kishore Kumar?
He's playing Kishore Kumar, Sanjay Dutt, Saurav Ganguly, everything he's playing. He's like Suresh Menon from the 90s. Anyway, thanks a lot, Anirban. Thank you, everybody here at Habitat. And Anirban will finish his drink whenever it's due. And join me for the next episode next time. Goodbye.